What's the best meal you ever had that you will probably never get to have again? Scallops. They were incredibly ducking delicious. Sautéed with garlic and butter. Perfectly cooked. Melt in your mouth. Unfortunately, that's how I found out I was allergic to shellfish. So I won't ever be having them again. Unless I'm ready to die. For me it's because the people who made them are no longer alive. But my grandparents' food, simple Mexican food, that no matter how hard I try to recreate, will never have the same taste or smell. And every bite filled you with an internal warmth that just made you feel like you were some important being. IDK, how to explain it? Even breakfast tacos, I remember waking up 2 hours before school to go sell them, and his homemade salsa every day. Simple times. I was a broke student in Boston. I had like $4 to my name. I was ducking starving, so I just walked into a restaurant in Chinatown and just told the waiter that I had $4 and just wanted some lunch. He laughed at me, sat me down, and brought out the most delicious but simple food. It was chicken with some green vegetable I couldn't identify, but it was dark and pungent, and a huge bowl of rice. I was almost in tears, it was so good. Right before my brother passed away, he was brought home from the hospital so he could live the rest of his life in comfort. One night I woke up to noises and a crash downstairs. I went to investigate, and my brother was standing there in his PJs and slippers and a whole carton of eggs broken on the floor. We cleaned it up together and then made scrambled eggs. We ate it sitting on the table with beers, even though he wasn't supposed to drink. That was my last meal with my best friend, because 2 hours after I fell asleep next to him, he passed away. Now, whenever I feel lonely without him, I make myself scrambled eggs and beer, and eat it sitting on the table. Our family used to own a Chinese restaurant. My uncle woke up at 4 a.m. to make the noodles and to make Chinese roast pork. After he died, my relatives went with just getting noodles delivered from a factory. Our pork also didn't taste the same. I miss the food at that restaurant. Stumbled randomly into a speakeasy downtown one evening and the bartender made me a drink with scotch in it that tasted like campfires and rain, and wine and fresh moss and stormy skies. It changed me. There's an area in Rhode Island that has a bunch of old Italian restaurants that have been there forever. Something Hill, I think. I was there for work once and ate at one of them for dinner. It was legit the best meal I've ever had. Just the appetizer soup was probably better than any other restaurant food I've had. You could tell it was awesome family recipes that they've been making for generations. I'll probably never be in that state again. Any food my dad made. Especially his curry. At this fair someone was selling $1 cheeseburgers and they were so much better than any other burger I had in my life. Any kind of food after having an operation. Because you've been fasting so long. That tea and buttered toast really hits different. Almost makes you cry in gratitude. Those smiley face French fries from 2nd grade. They sure hit different. My dad's amazing sandwich. Way back when I was little. He made this bomb-ass sandwich with ingredients you've never thought of combining. Like egg, sweet soya sauce, ketchup, bacon, corned beef, etc. I forgot the exact combination, but it's so delicious. However, my mom got mad at him for making unhealthy crap meals for the kids. So he got dejected and never made it again. He's still here. But to this day, whenever I bring it up, he says he doesn't remember and says I'm hallucinating. I'm not. It's so good that I kept remembering to this day. I wish my dad could remember the recipe. I had lunch with Queen Elizabeth in 2005, and they cooked something that was sort of like rice, but not rice. It was amazing. I have no ducking clue what it was, and I've never seen it before or since.